Last week's episode was a bit of a long one, so let's just take it easy this week. I'm Josh Hoskinson, and this is Off the Cutting Room Floor. Episode 8, A Dinner with the Dean.
Interior, a restaurant not unlike the Russian tea room. Seymour sits in a booth wearing a black jacket the restaurant had to supply. He's staring down in bewilderment, guilt, and nausea at a plate of steak tartare. Across him, a John Huseman-type Dean of Advanced Studies is in mid-sentence.
When I first started to dig deep into the development of Little Shop's screenplay, I was a bit surprised to see just how little the structure changed throughout the various drafts. Sure, the script went through various edits, and ideas, scenes, and even entire songs were written only to be thrown out. But, from the very beginning, the basic plot structure was already in place, as were the songs that would be carried over from the stage musical. The one exception was Howard's preliminary outline in the first draft excluding the Meek Shah Inherit, used as a montage in the final film, highlighting the rise of Seymour's success as he solicited by potential agents. The first draft, dated December 1983, includes a new song to fill that first purpose. The Donna Summer meets Irene Cara inspired Thundercrash immediately after Summer That Screen. To fill the void left after supper time, when Seymour is barraged by agents holding contracts, this first draft used a scene that would be cut in the next draft. In a restaurant not unlike the Russian tea room, Seymour is meeting with Pitchfork, Dean of Advanced Studies at Way Northern University, who's offering him the Luther Burbank Memorial Chair in Creative Botany. Despite a few interruptions by various table hoppers,
Seymour, Popesy, we can't hold that March cover till Doomsday. Now can we have lunch this weekend? We've been trying to reach you, kid. Have your phones been busy? Mind if I sit down? Patrick Martin, License and Marketing Division, World Botanical Enterprises.
Pitchfork manages to lay out the position and what it will entail. Namely, Seymour would have to move to Alaska.
Alaska? That's far away, isn't it?
Well, yes, but Igloo Falls is definitely on the move.
I don't care about that, as long as it's isolated.
Well, we're snowbound 11 months of the year.
Great!
And, since the university would expect him to develop other plans, he wouldn't have to bring Audrey too with him. Seymour makes it clear that he's very interested in the position before rushing off, late for the taping of Del Monte Presents the Annual Rose Bowl Spectacular, with special guest Audrey too. In the second draft, dated February 1984, the scene would be cut in favor of the Meek Shah Inherit. However, one small remnant would remain in the film all the way through editing, at least until a new proposal scene was needed for those pesky reshoots.
Audrey, can I ask you something?
Anything.
Just suppose there had never been an Audrey 2, and I was just a nothing again, a nobody. Would you still like me?
I'd still love you, Seymour.
Then marry me, Audrey. I'll take you that little development you've always dreamed about, and once we're there, it'll be happily ever after. I promise. Nice little house, nice little car, and no plants. No plants at all. We'll go to Alaska.
This has been Off the Cutting Room Floor. The voice of Howard Ashman was Davis, host of the Jacks of Trades podcast. Follow Jacks of Trades on Twitter at JacksTradesPod. The voice of Seymour was Ryan, host of Rumor Flies. The voices of Miss Luce, Patrick Martin, and Dean Pitchfork of Way Northern University was Josh, also of Rumor Flies. Follow Rumor Flies on Twitter at Rumor Flies. The voice of Audrey was Samantha, host of Perhaps It's You. Special thanks to Liz, also of Perhaps It's You. Follow Perhaps It's You on Twitter at Perhaps It's You. Opening and closing theme, Always Slept So Soundly, is by Serisu, off the EP Domestications. He can be found at soundcloud.com/Serisu and on Twitter at Serisu Music. Got corrections? Want to get in touch? Shoot me a message at Josh Hosky on Twitter, the show at OTCRRoomPod everywhere, or send an email to cuttingroompod@gmail.com. Want to support the show and what I do? Become a patron at patreon.com/Josh Hosky, share it with your friends, or leave a rating and review on your podcatcher of choice. Sources for this episode can be found in the show notes. To find transcripts and any corrections, visit cuttingroompod.tumblr.com.
Seymour, Poopsie, we can't hold that March cover till doomsday. Now, can we have lunch this week?